Guten Morgen, good morning, hello, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another Wrapping It Up 123 with Michi and Friends in the chat. Hello, how is everyone? I know I had it at 9:45, then I changed it to 10 o'clock because I didn't know how long it would take me to get here and get set up because it's a little rainy outside today. It's rainy and windy. Happy Valentine's Day. How is everyone? I see I got my iPad over there, but I do have my chat down here so I can see. Hello, Mrs. Pickle is here. Tank, hello. Lena Nana Banana, Linda Padilla, hello. Michelle Plays Hooky. Mimi, Crochet Loving Leanie, hello. She's going to be working on some stuff. And then I saw Sherry Knowles, Kendall's Crochet, hello. And Sherry says she's working on some loaf cats. I'm going to be making some loaf cats later in the members live. Well, at least that's the plan. I brought some yarn. I want to make some loaf cats. And there is Leslie's Crochet Corner, Judy Clover Flick, Jackie Beckler, Kim's Craft Shack Shop. Hello, everyone. Linda says she slept in and is making breakfast. Nice. Yeah, I just, like I said the other night, I have not been sleeping much or well these last few days. A little up and down. So sorry, I'm looking a little rough today, but that's okay because we're just here to work on some projects, right? So I got my Swift set up. I got my little ball winder here. I do have my subscriber count blanket that I want to put my row on for today. I'm still a little bit off for the next color change, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So if you're new here, lurking, coming in, watching, and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. That helps me get to my next color change. I think we are, I want to say 12 or 13 subscribers short to get to the purple. I'm excited. Hello, Heidi. How are you? Era Lover Margie. Hello, Billy Joe Murray. Hello. I know that I mailed off a few things, and I think Tracy, I don't know if you're here, Moonlight Tracy, I think she has a package out for delivery today. And Vicky Oodles and Caboodles, I think she has a package out for delivery today. So in order for you guys to see me crochet, I'm going to have to adjust my iPad a little bit, or I'm going to go ahead and start with the yarn I want to cake up. So I have these two packages of Expression Fiber Arts. You guys seen it. I've shown the yarn, but I want to actually cake it up to make something with it. Let me see here what I got. In this one, this is right here. It has some pretty turquoise, beige, a little bit of maroon. This is the Buttery Sport 100% superwash merino wool. It is a sport weight. They're all sport weights, I believe. And this is the Buttery Sport. I have two of those. And then I have two of this one. This one is also Buttery Sport. Same. This colorway has 274 meters, 300 yards. Same with these. So see, they go well together. And I wanted to maybe cake these up, those four. But then I also have this one, and I showed that one before as well. I just had them in the package in my yarn room, and I need to, downsize. I'm making mystery boxes and some of these. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, are they all the same? Shadow Shift. Shadow Shift. Pretty sure they're all the same. Yes. They are sock weight. So they're a little finer than the sport weight, but they have this beautiful turquoise, teal, purple. I mean, every color is in here. There's a little pink, a little beige, browns, blues. Absolutely beautiful. And these are 366 meters, 400 yards. And it's called Shadow Shift Resilient Sock, 100% superwash merino wool. So, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And I'm thinking about running 2 together. So I wanted to go ahead and get these caked up because I would like to make a shawl out of it and then post it on my website. That's at least what I'm thinking about. So I don't know if I should do the sport weight or the sock. What do y'all think? Which one should I cake up? Because I don't want to cake them up and then not work with it, you know, because you're not supposed to cake your yarn unless you're ready to work on it. Let me look in the chat what I'm missing here. Sally Stevens, hello. Kendall's getting some stuff out of storage. Yay. Let's see here. Heidi says she likes that one. Era Lover says she likes my nails. Thank you so much. Good morning, Dawn Erin. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. It's kind of a gloomy day outside. It's raining and windy, but that's okay. So what do y'all think? Sport weight or sock weight? What should I work up first? And then since these are 2 different, I think I can make a shawl working those 2. Maybe start with the lighter and then end with the darker. Thinking about that. So it's this up. So either cake up sport weight or cake up sock weight. What do you think? Era Lover says sport. Okay, so let's do a number 1 in the chat for sport and a number 2 in the chat for sock. Let's see. And why is this? Or I can start a poll. How about that? Sock, sport. Which to cake? Let's do that. Let's do this. There we go. Sock or sport? Sock is this purple, beautiful mix of colors. Purple, teal. There's a little bit of pink, blue. It's really pretty. And then I would probably run 2 cakes together for this one because it's very fine. It's it's what is it? They recommend crochet hook B through E. And E is what, a 3.5? Yeah. So, and I like to use like a 3.75. I don't even know. Do I have that? Did I bring it? I'm going to have to look and see. Or the sport, which is recommended to be worked with a crochet hook D through F. Yeah, and F I know is the 3.75. And I do have plenty. I mean, this is a 300 yards, so I got 1,200 yards. That would make a nice shawl. And hello, Luna. Everybody say hi to Luna. She's checking out the equipment over there. All right, so we'll let the poll run for a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put my row on my subscriber count blanket, and we're going to set the first timer. Let's set the first timer of 20 minutes. So the last time I checked was we are at 2,568 and we need to get to 2,581 for the next color change. And hello, Zach. Hello, Monica. Hello, Kim G. Hello, Rochelle Campanelli. How are you? And what are you guys working on? What are you guys working on? And are you having any Valentine's Day plans? Are you going out to eat with your significant other or your children? My son texted me this morning. We were going to go and maybe have something to eat later on, but I don't know if he's feeling up to it. He has to work a little bit. So let me see. Hello from Connecticut, she says. Hello, Jen Reeves. Let me change the angle a little bit so you guys can see me working. That may help. Is anyone having issues with their package? Dawn Aaron is asking. She's been having to file some complaints. I don't know if it's just California that's having trouble, because I am really worried because I sent a package to, I sent two packages. Lena Nena Banana, I believe, is in California. And then we have Dawn Aaron. I sent a package. I sent a package to Washington, a package to Texas. And now I got to send another package. I got Jenny, she's getting a box. And Monica is getting a package. Now all I want to do is tops. Oh, you've been working on tops? You're going back to work on Friday of next week, Zach, so you have little time off. You know what, Lois? I believe that's where I got mine, but it's been 3 years at least. Yeah, and I think this is where I got this little guy from too, because it says nitpicks on this little. Let me change down a little bit, and we can change it up again in a minute. You can see all my stuff on my desk here, on my table. There we go. That works. And you can still see the Swift this way too. Good. You're waiting for a package from Michigan sent out on 2/2. Oh no. That's, yeah. I thought it was just the Christmas time, but I guess we're still having issues with packages. You've had no issues, Zach? Well, that's good. That's good to hear. So this is the subscriber account blanket. I'm working with the blanket stitch. Today, I don't know if you can hear the wind chimes outside, but it is pretty windy out there. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing much, but I am going to have a members live after this live, and then Michael, MDL Crochet, and I need to double check on his marathon. I haven't even looked anything up this morning yet on the YouTube streets. I was getting told that the people receiving will eventually get it, just don't know when. Oh, man. Yeah, but you know, shipping is so expensive, especially to the coasts, East Coast or West Coast. You know, you expect that to arrive at the time promised, you know. I'm in the car, just went to Walmart, and no frills, just a stop at the dollar store now for air freshener for the bathroom. Nice, doing little chores, little errands. Zach, be safe. Be safe. You have Michael on the iPad? Well, I wish I could. If I had a third device, I could have him run on the other. But I got the iPhone over here with the timer. I'm looking at the iPad up here. It's the camera. And then I'm watching you guys, the chat on my little laptop. Your top and Kindles look very pretty. Yes. I want to make a top too. And I actually want to try to make a top with the you know, my Michi Breeze that we made, summer breeze top, but I wanna make one with the spiked granny stitch. I want to try that, and I actually want to use this yarn. I have the Heartland in the Mammoth Cave, which is a nice brown, and I want to do the spiked granny stitch. I want to make a top with that stitch. Hello, Kivia. Hello, Kivia. How are you? Let's see. I wish I could use my laptop. It doesn't have virus protection anymore. Oh. And there's Miss Sandra. I'm sorry. You were up with Michael last night for a couple of hours. Yes, I want to do that later. I was too exhausted yesterday. I was too exhausted. I worked all day and then got home. All I crocheted was my row on this blanket, and that was it. I was out. Did you guys have an uneventful Friday the 13th? I fell once, but I didn't drop the coffees because I ran to the coffee shop yesterday morning and I got the girls a little Valentine's, a little coffee for everyone. And then I kind of tripped and fell, but the coffees were safe. We're actually having two Friday the 13th back to back. We had one now in February, and then we're going to have another one in March. Hello, Tracy. Tracy, you have a package out for delivery, it says. Your package, you should be receiving your little yarn today. At least that's what the website told me this morning. To heck with the coffees. I know. I am okay. I was okay. I kind of fell upstairs. Has that ever happened to you guys? I tripped myself and fell up the stairs. That was goofy. But I'm okay. Hello, Mara. How are you? And Diane Major, I'm sorry if I didn't say hello. Hello, welcome, welcome. And everybody that's lurking or watching replay, thank you very much. I know Tank, she said she's going to town today. She hasn't been out and about in a while because of all that snow. So she is ready to go outside and go to Hobby Lobby. I think this week is all the accessories and stuff at Hobby Lobby. I don't think the yarn is on special this week. It has happened to me, but not no more because I live on a one-level senior housing. There you go. Good for you. But yeah, it happened to me all the time. I never fell downstairs. Really never fell down any stairs, but I fell upstairs. One time I busted my knee at the airport. Delta Airlines, they had their escalator was broken and we had to walk up the escalator with our luggage through, after customs. And I fell and busted my knee. I still have pictures of that on my phone. Busted my knee, and then they put me in the, what is that called? That first class, it's kind of like a lounge. Yeah, I think that's what you guys call it, right? A lounge. And they iced my knee, and then they gave me champagne, and I was okay. I was not gonna make a fuss because it's my own clumsy self that it was my fault. I mean, yeah, their thing was broken, but it was my clumsy self that tripped up the stairs and busted her knee. But they were really kind. They put me up in the first class lounge, and yeah, yes, the concierge lounge. Yes, there was food and there was drinks, and then they brought me champagne, and they gave me ice on my knee. I still have pictures of it on my phone. But it was my fault. I should have been careful. But you know, when you have all that luggage and then you had to walk up those skinny escalator steps and with all these people, you know, you kind of feel rushed anyways. And then you feel like you're holding up people, and then bam, 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 busted my knee. And that was on my way to Germany on top of it. Not coming home. Oh no, I was going there. Let's see here. This was the end of this row. Come on. There we go. Stitch marker. I have done plenty of just need to make sure it gets done. Oh, your top. I fell the other day with all the snow. We got almost underneath the car and everything was so icy. Oh no. Yeah, and it's always the same. I always bump my left knee. This one is still sore from my fall I had in front of Ramona's house when I fell on the ice. All right, here we go. This is it. I think this is day, what is this, day 45 or something? Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 4, 5. I think it's day 45. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Andrea. Say the Crocheting Sailor. I love your little shorts you've been posting. So fun. And I always love your daily what day it is. I love those little informative little snippets. Sometimes they make me laugh. I think what was yesterday? There was something funny on that one too. I forgot to comment on it, but I always read those. They're very fun. Michelle says, a few years ago, I was going outside and I tripped over the air. I was laying on the concrete and my hubby looked at me strangely and said, I am okay, I said. He asked why you're laying on the ground. I know that's funny, but oh my gosh, I'm glad you're okay. It is such a nice stitch, you guys. The blanket stitch is so nice. I love the texture of it. It is super squishy and it's so pretty. I can't wait to start the purple. Okay, so I'm going to move you aside. I'm going to actually may step out the picture and I'm going to move it in its bag. Be right back here. Okay. And then, let's see, we got 6 minutes left. I'm going to grab a sip of water. Yeah, my husband probably would have laughed. I don't know. But I can just imagine. I'm okay. All right, let's see what the poll says. The poll says sport. All right. Sport weight. So let me put the sock back in here. Clean this back up. And then we're going to do the sport weight. Yes. I have been working on my little sweater that I decided I will finish it, and I'm doing the sleeves right now. You know, the panel has a row with hearts on the bottom, but on the sleeve, I kind of sort of did the same, but not. It is just the granny stitch on the sleeve. On the shirt, it's the hearts. But I did make my front loop, back loop stitches, but this is just part of the sleeve. So gotta imagine it on my arm. I don't have much left to go. Just maybe, I don't know, this much. And then we'll do the second sleeve and then I'll put it together maybe tonight, and then I'll maybe have this shirt together and can wear it tomorrow. That would be nice. So I'm going to work on that, but we're going to cake this up. All right. 4 minutes, you guys. Let's look in the chat. Yeah, so the sport weight, we will. Hello, Shelly Dawn. Hello, Samantha Stewart. Good morning. Hello. Samantha says she's working on her perfectly square gurney blanket for Boggy Creek. There we go. That's funny. Sport is in the lead. Yep, Sport won. Hello, everyone. Gratefully Stitched. That's Lori, right? Hello, Michi and everybody. Lori here. Hope you're all doing well. What will you be making with it? I want to make a shawl. I want to make a shawl with it. I want to make a shawl. I want to start. I'm either going to work it like this. Start with the light and then go over to this and then light and that, or do the beginning of it until I run out of this and then finish with that. I don't know. I'll have to go see. I have to see. I think I'm going to make my blushing teal with it. I really like this. I really like these colors. I think I'm going to make my Michi's blushing teal shawl, or a new one. Maybe a new one. Perhaps. I don't know, but I'm going to start a shawl with it. So I'm going to cake these up because they each have 300 yards. So that's 1,200 yards, which is perfect. It's a perfect amount. No, Kendall, you can make some rules too. I think we have a few. We do. I have 5 memberships to gift still. So I think I'm going to go ahead and gift those today. I'm going to go ahead and send them now. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's see who gets them. We have Mama Knows Best, aka Gwen. And then Reading All About Ladybird Loves. Welcome back. Days 276 and Deidre Kelly 9224. Congratulations for the membership. Hope to see you in the members live. Margie, thank you so much. I do love my blushing teal shawl. I do like it. And I could, why don't I do that? Because I think these colors would look good on tutorial. They would show up well, wouldn't they? And I could just record myself making it. That would be good. Yes, and then I could post that. I think that's a good idea. It's still raining outside. I hear the rain. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, happy Valentine's Day to you too. I've decided you have graduated in my eyes, Kendall. As much as I love Dawn, she isn't thinking coherently in this matter. Oh, because of the shirt? Did you guys finish it or not finish it? Is that what you guys are? Samantha, I'm at Ramona's. I'm just not on the couch. I'm sitting at the table. I think it would, right? I think that would look nice. I just have to decide on the pattern, on how, if I should, certain rows I may make with this. Yeah. Yep. I think I want to do that. So yeah, we're going to cake those up. So 10 seconds, I'm going to switch the timer and we're going to start. I'm going to cake these up. Grab a drink, stretch, stand, walk a few steps. See, when you open the hanks, you always have this little guy that's tucked in. That's where you want to open it. There you go. It's so pretty. Scissors. I do have scissors, yes. Okay. All right. And she's got lots of little ties here. This feels so nice. This feels really nice. Again, this is the Kaseiku or something like that. Buttery Sport. 100% superwash merino. It feels really nice. Okay, so now if I get up earlier, I had it all set where you can actually see me, but I may have to change the, unless you don't mind that my head is cut off for a second. I need my scissors. Okay, let's see here, Luna. This is not it. There we go. Here is one. Oh, there's already one little string. I always get nervous when I cut these open. I'm always worried that I cut it wrong. Okay, here it goes. Go. And I think there was another one. Nope, that's it. So there were only two and then the big one here. I watched a video the other day and he explained that she just put a big knot in this one. I hope I got it right. Okay. Which one is the beginning and which one is the back? I think this is it. But I need to pull this little string out. There we go. Got it. I think we got it. Okay, I think we got it. Let's see what I missed. I'm supposed to do it twice a day, an hour each time. I've developed a swell spot. Oh, what are you doing? What's going on? I'm checking my sugar right now. Oh, your sugar. Are you diabetic, Kivia? See if I missed anything. Polaris. I did see. Was that a knitting? Was that a knitting pattern or was that a crochet pattern on Chandy? Okay, here we go. I'm going to make a little loop. I have a little loop I can pull out from the cake. There we go. Now this is going to be noisy because this is, and I think I didn't set it up. Yeah, I did. There we go. Everything is moving. Maybe one of these days I can afford one of them fancy ball winders. But this will do. $300 yards. Hello, Julia. How do you do? I just saw you up here. You think so? I saw Diane says it will pop the stitches with those colors. I think it would be pretty. Let's get this one caked up. See, at home I set up my Swift and my ball winder on my kitchen island on my little, and it's just a little bit different setup. This is just a little, I just wanted you guys to be able to see. And the ball winder is going to start cracking here in a second whenever it gets toward the end. Almost done. Should I? No, I'm going to make separate cakes. I thought about maybe putting them together, but no. Coming to the end. See how it's cracking? There we go. There is the first one. Uh-oh, got a little spit up down here, but that's okay. There's the first cake. So tiny. Tiny, cute. Where's my little loop? There we go. All right, there's one. And now second one. Let me go down to my chat. You're about to start on a new beret and mitts. Nice. You're not nice this morning. I'm going back to the bushes. Oh no. Dawn, Aaron. Who's not nice? You had a hank of yarn last weekend that I got all knotted up and took literally hours to, oh no, Mara, hours to cake up. I was watching you intend as I set that up. Oh, yes. Yeah, you have to be so carefully with those little loops. Sometimes I'm like very worried but I'm like open it very carefully. Yes. And you know it has all these little strings. But that has happened to me before, Mara. I've had a bad hank before. This feels so much thicker when you have it in the hank form, but then when it's all caked up, it's very weight. You can tell the weight. Oh, Kendall's being mean to Dawn Aaron. Oh, no. Yes. Yeah, Mara, just very carefully. Just make sure you set it up just very carefully and that down. There we go. And let's find those little strings again. This one is the big one. I'm going to do that last. I'm going to do these little ones first. I like it when the yarn dyer uses different colored string that you have to cut open. If they're different color, I like that better. That way you don't, you're not going to make a mistake of maybe accidentally cut the yarn. I do like it when they use different color string. But it's okay. You just have to be careful. Find the little knot on it and then cut it open. There we go. Here it is. Get that out. Ta-da. And then this is, yeah, so she has two little ones and then the big one. There we go. All right. Let's get that one out. There. And now I have to be careful. So this is the back of it. So where's the front? Is this the front? Yes. So we're going in the other direction. Okay. All right. I think we got it. I think we got it. Ready for some more noise? Okay. Little knot. This time I'm going to keep it on here. There we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Dawn Erin, do you use the same yarn to tie yours up? I think you do. Guten Morgen, Manuela. Wie geht's? Wie steht's? Jerry says, I had one hank that was so bad. Had it not cost so much, I would have tossed it. Oh, no. I could swear that all the knots on the hank were the same size, and there was a couple short pieces that I don't think I was supposed to cut. Well, there is this one, the big knot that I always am careful about cutting that. Yeah. It's your birthday! Happy birthday! I will play your song here in just a second, but alles Liebe und Gute zum Geburtstag. But yeah, it would be better if the hand dyer, if they use a string of a different color, that way you know exactly what to cut and what not to cut. Happy birthday, Manuela. Alles Liebe und Gute. That's a nice birthday, Valentine's Day. Actually, my cat Gracie, her birthday is today. She actually has her golden birthday. She's 14. She's 14 on the 14th. 14 years old, our Gracie. Gracie kind of looks like Luna, that gray with the white on the front. I almost picked it up and threw in the trash, except it contains silk. Ooh, what happened just now? I just looked at the chat instead of paying attention. Look at us talking about some messed up hanks. Okay, hold on. Let me move this in here. Okay, here we go. You're welcome. Thank you. I thought the hanks came pre-tied, and that's why we're the same color. I don't know. Oh. But I really had some yarn hanks that had different colored ties. But that's, well, but if you're spinning, maybe it was the hand spun yarn. Maybe, Sandra, because I can see if you're spinning the yarn and putting them, then they're not tied up. So maybe that's what it is, because I've had hanks where they had different colored strings. You know, I want to say maybe Katie's hanks that I've had. And that's why I thought maybe Dawn Erin, because she spins some of her yarn too. Sorry, almost done. Almost done. I'm not doing a good job today. There we go. Not doing a very good job today. Okay. So yeah, I guess if they are pre-tied, then yeah, I can see where that can be an issue. But if it is hand spun yarn, you can put different colored ties on them because you're hanging them up. You really need a nap, Sunita. Take a nap. Take a nap. And let's play a birthday song here. Hold on. Happy birthday. Where is it? There it is. Here we go. Got this one. This is so soft. I like this. This is really nice. But I don't want to get it twisted, so here we go. All right, let's get that one on here. Uh-oh. Okay. Timer. Let's just lay down. All right. Let's find the little ones. There we go. Oh, this one is like. This one was not even. Okay, hold on. All right, there's one. That's the big one. I'm going to do that last. And do I have a second one? Ooh, okay, now is this the big one? No, okay. Okay, so this is confusing me now because there's 3 strings right here. Normally this is the beginning of the hang, but this one also has, oh, all right, here we go. Just have to, fingers crossed, I'm cutting the right string. Oh, okay, good, I did. Got it. And here comes the big one. Okay. This is the beginning. All right, here we go. All concentrating over here. I'm not cutting wrong. There we go, got it. Woo! Okay, got it. Yay! I think, okay. It was a challenging puzzle, right? Yes, I'm like, ooh, I'm worried. Okay, here we go. Got it. I need a little loop. So far, so good. Oh, there goes the timer. All right, let's turn that off for a second. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna cake this rest up. If you want to switch, go ahead and switch, but I'm gonna finish caking this one up. since I just started, but I'm worried that I started with the back and not the front. Yeah, okay. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to put this in the inside because that is actually the back of it and this is the front of it. See, it happens. There we go. There we go. Much better. So I just put that in the middle of the Swift. That way it's out of the way. And here we go. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you? And good morning, Amy June. Hello, Nisi. Hello, hello. You like the wooden Swift? It works. I honestly have never tried any other. Hello, hello, Cynthia. Nugs to you. I never tried the plastic Swift, but I'm sure it would work. I have used my knees before. I have used the back of a chair. I've put two chairs together with their backs together, and I used that. I used the desk chair before. I used my daughter's hands before. But I do like this Swift. This makes it easier. Hello, everyone coming in. How are you? And happy Valentine's Day. We are about to start our last segment, but I just want to go ahead and finish this one real quick. Almost done. The tabletop Amish style Swift, that's a really nice one. I've watched Juan, the yarn addict, use it. I think that's one of his. And then I watched Tiffany Hansen. She has a video where she tried different Swifts. And she had one of those too. Is that my Swift? Making noise. My subscriber count this morning was 2,568, 13 away from the color change. But that sometimes changes. Good morning, Pam's Crafty Heart. Michi, I want to do a giveaway in both of my lives today. You sent a text message. Thank you. Well, we'll look that up here in just a second. Let me finish it. It's almost done. It always starts cracking like that when it comes to the end of the hang. So this Knit Picks ball winder is definitely only for a small hang of yarn, not for the big ones. It always does the little cracking sound. Okay, take this off. There we go. That's a pretty color. Tuck it in, and there it is, little ball. This is my little loop. All right, so we got those caked up. Ooh, they're so pretty. Okay, and I will do this one later. Let's start the 20. All right. It was staying just fine the entire time, and now it's acting up. There we go. So this is all the leftovers, the little strings. All right. My daughter's winds up all my yarn hangs for me. I'm so grateful. Oh, that's so nice. My daughter likes watching me. She has tried before. You woke up with a headache, took 2 strength Tylenol, and 4 hours later it's still hanging on. Oh no! And you wanted me to check my text messages. Let's see. Let's see. Hello. I want to do a giveaway. It'll be the same. Okay. A Karen Cake color citrus twist, cinnamon swirl cake, and a SB 5.5 millimeter hook. We'll also throw in a few stitch markers, a scrubby, and some tea. Let me show you. What's an SB hook? A Susan Bates? Is that what you mean, Susan Bates hook? Okay, this is the Karen Cake. Can you see it without it glaring? Hold on. There it is. And the hook is right there too. That's a pretty colorway. That's pretty. Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you. Let me get out of this so I can see that. That's so sweet. Do you want to go ahead and do that right now? Let me pull up the giveaway tool. Actually, I can probably share screen with you guys. Let me just go and do that. We'll pull it up over here so everybody can see it. That's very kind of you, Sherry. Let me go in here. Okay, and let me pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool. Okay. And if you will type the word, can I pick the word? There we go. Because today is the day for it. Let's see here. I'm going to share screen. Giveaway tool. Here we go. Type in love for a chance to win this cinnamon swirl cake in the color citrus twist. And she's going to send a Susan Bates hook, 5.5 millimeter eye hook with it. Very much. Thank you so very much. Okay. Just type in the word love. I'm going to grab a sip of water. I got 3 of them caked up, so I just have to cake up 1 more later. Buttery Sport. I think that was a set because they all, yeah, Flick Flock is that one color. Flick Flock and Casse Coup. Is this the Flick Flock? Yeah, the teal one is the Flick Flock. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's stuff that in there. $31 entries so far, and I understand this is US only, Sherry? US only? And then you just email me your information, or if Sherry wants to share her email, she can do that too. I'm getting my blanket ready for my next, what I'm doing, my next segment here. How about I put it right here? There we go. 31 entries. Hello, Jackie. And hello, Wendy. How are you, Wendy? And hello, Jennifer Redgate. Pebbles. Pebbles, if I didn't say hello, hello, hello. Type in love. So it says 32 entries. So it did jump up 1. I'm getting my blanket ready here. Hello, Luna. That's my yarn. No, no. No, no. Nope. She's trying to play with my string here. Nope. Nope. You have one. I gave you a little thing to play with. I gave you one. My cats at home, they don't care about the yarn. They really don't. Now the dogs, yeah, they'll sneak and they'll steal. Let's see here, where am I? All right. Let's see, 32. It's not moving. Okay, I'm going to count down. Okay, I'm going to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, thank you so very much for donating this awesome prize. And here we go. Good luck, everyone. Viel Glück. And the winner is Jennifer Redgate. Congratulations, Jennifer. Congratulations. You won this Karen Citrus Twist yarn cake and the Susan Bates hook. And Sherry always puts a little scrubby in there and some teas. Awesome. Thank you so much and congratulations. Sherry, do you want them to email me and then I forward you the information? Or would you like to put your email in the chat? Just send me an email. The email is scrolling across the screen and then I'll forward the information to Sherry. Awesome. Thank you so much. And Samantha, to answer your question, I am doing the spiked granny stitch. This is the spiked granny stitch. Yes. Thank you, Sherry. And chain 1. So instead of doing your 3 double crochets in one stitch, you do 1 double crochet and then you do 1 double crochet, spiking it underneath in the row before. There have been some tutorials popping up. I've seen them on YouTube for this stitch. I need to finish this. I've been working on this way too long. We are in round number 3. Yeah, congrats, Jennifer. She may have the information. Yes, good idea. Thank you so much. And then she said she has another one just like it for the Members Life later. Thank you. I've noticed when working with 5 or 6 weight yarn, it hurts my hands. You need to change hook. Are you working with a skinny hook, Nisi, or are you working with an ergonomic hook? I had to change hooks when that happened to me years ago. I had to change from a skinny hook to the ergonomic size hooks. And then the pain went away. You're using blanket yarn for these cats since I despise blanket yarn. Good way to use it up. Yeah, I have some, actually, I don't know, you can see the purples over here. I want to try using those for my loaf cats. And I have some other, I brought a whole tub. I brought a tub with some chenille yarns and some, oh, one of the yarns is a recycled polyester and it's rainbow colors. I used it before and I made my son a pillow out of it and I still have some left over. So I thought I'm gonna maybe try making a colorful loaf cat with that. Yes, Michelle, if she can switch out the way she's holding. Yep. And maybe a support pillow. use a support pillow, you know, a Volare pillow, any kind of bobbing pillow, or any pillow where you can rest your wrist on. And stretches, important, doing stretches once in a while in between. Samantha, I've been crocheting many years. Ooh, it's windy outside. Can you hear that? You too, Mara. You too. Have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. I believe I set up my members live for 11:45, I believe. We may come on a little sooner. I want to I got to gather my notes for my loaf cat, and I got my eyes, and I got my noses and my lashes. I may try that again with the lashes on this cat, but I got my noses, and I got my little tool to punch the eyes in. And I think I got, oh, I hope I brought enough stuffing. Oh, I hope I did. I think I brought enough for one, at least. It never showed up. It was, yes, and it's not, this, when I look it up, it says it's in transit. Before, it had red on it, and it was missing, but then we initiated the missing mail, and then now it says it's in transit. Jerry's pillow never arrived. Somewhere stuck between Kansas and her place. Ooh, we got a color change. Yeah, and I'm not color controlling this. I just let the hang do its thing. I mean, the cake do its thing, the anniversary cake. This is the, what is it called? The gingerbread forest. See if I can get this row done, and then maybe kind of roll this rest of this cake up. All right, almost done. Let me get to the end of this row. Yeah, but I had to change from a skinny hook to the ergonomic, to the fat hooks, because those skinny hooks were hurting me. You're coloring this morning? Nice. What are you coloring, Rebecca? What's the picture? Okay, so let me put my stitch marker in here. The wind chimes are going out there. Okay, so let me show you. This is how much is left of that. And it's kind of trying to not, but this is what's left. This is what's left. Trying to be careful with it. I do not want to get it tangled up. But yeah, this is what's left of it, of the big old cake. Michi, when you do your amigurumi, do you do over or under stitches? I'm noticing I like under stitches better. Okay, so it depends on what yarn I use. I did a lot of under stitches on the puppy I made on Thor, on Lena Nana Banana, because it pulled it together better. But then when I use chenille, I like over stitches better sometimes. It really just depends on what yarn I use. Yeah, if it's finer yarn or thinner yarn, the understitches. Yes. Yeah, they make less holes. They kind of pull it together. But with some of the chenille yarn, I don't have to do that. It just works up really nice. Yeah. The blanket yarn looks tighter with it. Yep. So what blanket yarn are you using? Because I got these two out. Let me show you. Okay, Luna, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's up? What's up? She's up here. Hello. No, it's not to cuddle. I know it's pretty yarn, but we're not going to cuddle with that. She's like, I want to cuddle with the yarn. Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford, Shelves of Wonder. All right, so this, oh, I like it. I like it. It looks really nice. And it's going to be, but I think I'm going to add, I may add another cake after this. I don't know. We'll see. One cake is usually enough, but I think I want to make it bigger. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and put this up very carefully. I'm going to step outside the picture. I'm going to put it up so it doesn't get tangled. There we go. And this is that Christmas anniversary cake. Machine wash and drying. Yep. Very good. Yeah, it's 1,029. They used to be, I thought, like 1,080 or 1,090 something. So they're just a little. But let me show you that blanket yarn I got over here. It's the Bernat Fluffy. I thought it was. It's that. Ooh, it feels so soft. It's so soft. This is polyester and nylon, and it's a 5 weight, but it would make like a nice little fuzzy cat, you know, like little hairs. So I brought those two, and then I brought the Loops and Threads Fluffy Flex. I think this would make a really cute cat with the purple, because I got purple, I got my eyes, I got noses, I got pink noses, and I got black noses. So I could use a black nose on this one. But yeah, so I want to try that. But I also brought my tub. If you excuse me one more time out of the picture. I brought my little tub that I have little chenilles in. And I had an Ogo, and I thought, why not use that? And I could color control it, put like a little face, make the face a different color of the cat and the body a different color. So I brought this one. I bought these a long time ago at Ollie's on my very first Ollie trip. I got lots of colors. I got greens, and I got this one. I thought that would make a nice kitten. And then this is the yarn I have left over from my son's pillow. This is the Eco tie-dye with recycled acrylic. And I have, this one is a whole, and it's a jumbo 7. This has how many? 82 yards. And I got this much left of another one. And I thought that would make a cute loaf cat. Yeah. Well, I have my loaf cat I made. Did I? Oh, she's in the back. She's in the back room. I just looked at a picture and I thought we can do this. And I have notes. I got notes written down. But there are loaf cats. I think there's a free pattern on. What is that app called? It's not Ravelry. It's the other one, Ribbit or Ribbler. Ribbler, I believe it is called, Ribbler. And then of course I have these other colors in here, the browns. I still have one of these. I think that would make like a nice little calico cat, this one. And then there's my little guy is in this tub. And then I got a neon in here from him left over. And I got a little bit of color, but that's just scraps. And then I got chocolate and light browns. What's this one? Chocolate. Is this Teddy? No, it's caramel. So I'm gonna probably make a calico, and then I want to try using this up. So with this yarn, I think I'm gonna do over stitches instead of under stitches. We'll see. We'll have to try that out. And then of course there's Loaf Cat tutorials on YouTube, I'm sure. Yes. It is, exactly, even without a pattern, absolutely. And then I just use puff stitches for the little legs on the bottom. And then you just have to use stitch markers. Stitch markers, so that way you put them in the right spots, but you can just visually, But yeah, and then the ears. The Annie Caraway art is the Loaf Cat you used. I may have to check that out. But yeah, there's this little guy. He still needs a home. He's just living in my tub right now, rent-free. He just lives in the tub. But I think this would be nice to use, this burlap blanket. I think that would be a good cat. But yeah, so I got lots to pick from, but I think I want to try make a colorful one and then make this little purple. We'll see. We'll see how I like it when we get to it. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Annie Caraway art. All right, you guys, we got like a minute left. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for today. He should have went in my box. I would have given him a home. Oh, Pam, yes. Samantha, she says she wants the dinosaur. We'll have to see what we're going to do with it. I don't know yet. Next to your sloths. Oh, I want to make a sloth. I made a sloth plant. It's like a plant holder. I'm going to have to show that. It's at home. I didn't bring it, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to show it next time. The neon would be cute with the multicolor. The neon, this one. Yeah, this one is the Parfait Chunky. That's a 5. No, it's a 6. That's a 6. The Loops and Threads is a 5. But they would look so cute together too, wouldn't they? That would look cute. I could use yarn for a crossbody bag. What yarn are you gonna use for? Like, you gonna use? You need a sloth, Amy June? Yeah, I made a sloth. It's like, so his body is the plant holder, and then his hands are kind of grabbing onto the bar. I'll have to show it. I'll have to maybe bring it tomorrow and show. Yeah. All right, you guys, the timer is up. It's 11:13 already. We'll have to make one. Maybe we need to make a dinosaur. I should make a weenie dog. Yes, I have a weenie dog pattern. I could do that too, and I could use the browns I got. I could do the browns. I gotta make one anyways. All right, I'm just gonna get all this yarn out, and we'll just have to see. But let's take a little break, a little stretch, hydrate, dehydrate, and then I'll meet my members back here in a little bit if you want to come by and spend some more time. And we have a giveaway from Sherry for the members. Your sloths are your emotional support animal. Aww. The dinosaur pattern is Tanner the dinosaur. His Tanner, and this is Nicole Chase. This is a pattern by Nicole Chase. I believe she has a YouTube video for certain body parts of it, I believe. But yeah, Nicole Chase, Chase, and his name is Tanner, and you can find it. I thought I shared that with you before, Samantha. I honestly think I shared the pattern with you in an email. It's a little bit more work. He has a few more parts, and the one thing that's a little bit not so fun is maybe putting the fringe, you know, this little part on him, but it's worth it. Once you're done with it, it's definitely worth it. He's cute. I had made 2 of them because one lady, she bought one and she chose the one with the bow tie, and then this little guy has just been living here in his little tub. All right. I will see you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. As always, take care, stay safe, make good choices, and please be kind to yourself and one another. I will see my members here in a little bit. Thank you guys so very much. Bye. Tschüss. Oops, there we go.